checkered end zones. Can't wait to watch a college football game at Tennessee. Reese?
Thanks, Holly. From inside his own 15, looking for room. He'll be tackled right at the 32, and a pretty good job on the return to set up his offense. Snaps it, they'll throw to start the drive. Right side, it's Bishop. The margin for error so small in a conference like this, and in Big Ten play, really imperative to get off to a good start.
You really focus on all offseason getting off to such a great start, right? Start fast, win our conference. Well, this is step one. And so I think you're so tired of hitting your own color jerseys, by the way. You're excited when you get in conference play.
Makes the catch, and he's free. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. And the Vols come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Motion from the wideout. Trying to move them on the counter.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Uh-oh, look out. Knocked down at the 29 after a pickup of 4.
And every offense has plays that they really hang their hat on. And back in 1970, it was the toss. The toss play used to be the thing. You don't see as much of this nowadays. It's early in the game. Maybe it's something you wanted to show. Or, listen, maybe defensively this is something you need to start focusing on.
They probably feel good about their field goal chances from the 29, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. They'll move the tight end. Looking to throw on 3rd. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
And that's a play the defense absolutely had to have. This game right now is sort of still in the balance. And after a long drive by the offense on 3rd down, the defense able to make a play, get a hit on the target. knock it loose for an incompletion. And now it's decision time if you're on offense. What do you do here on 4th?
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down. Quarterback changing the play.
Sweep. Q. Ready to go.
Needs it here on 4th down. Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked it right into the ground.
Coaches talk about it all the time. We're going to be aggressive. Well, they were aggressive on that first drive. They go for it on 4th down. No dice. Now you put your defense on the field. I like the aggressiveness, but now you got to deal with some of the consequences.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Just keep moving this thing forward. He's out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 37-yard line. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Now they'll run it to the right here. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on 1st down. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Short pass. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
Offenses don't like being in these situations. They don't like having little success on 1st and 2nd down because now I got to pass the football. I got to air it out. Makes me really predictable. So let's make sure you take care of the football and find those plays you really like.
Bryce Underwood from the gun on 3rd down. It's complete to the left. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
And it's so fun to have that trump card, right? Like it's almost like playing a video game with this guy. When you got a big tight end that can make plays, that gets open, that feels those soft spots in the zones, 3rd downs, money downs, the tight end is always open, especially with that big body. He finds them and he gets the 1st down.
From the gun, running back on the move. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Might as well run him again. Can't get him to the ground. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the 1st down.
And already this guy is leaving his mark on this game. Opening drive, back-to-back runs where he's found a way to get positive yards. He was able to pick up the first on that last carry. They should keep feeding him the football. The more success they have, it's going to open up the play-action game.
The Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Here's Underwood to throw. Out wide right, it's Marshall.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Wolverines with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Moving the pocket, it's Underwood. Lets it go to the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan! Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They took it 71 yards down the field, and they closed the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. Got it behind the line. It's Johnson. They make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Let's take a look at the numbers through the first quarter. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. He's looking to throw. Under pressure. Just got rid of that one.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
The Vols decide to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Underwood. Rush right in his face. On target to the left. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. The Wolverines peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Working the ground game.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Throwing, Underwood. Time to take a shot. And he's got it inside the 10. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Here comes the heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
This defense knew they had a tall task playing against this Heisman caliber quarterback, and the best way to affect him is with pressure. They were able to hit him on that play, and that forced the incompletion.
After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. And he's in. Touchdown, Michigan. Lining up to add another. And the extra point makes it 14-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. So the Vols offense takes the field to start this drive. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
They couldn't draw up a better way to start a drive, and now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 41. Quick give. It's Johnson. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. He didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
And the Volunteers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Back to pass on 2nd down. Rush is on. Trying to buy time. Fighting off the defender. He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50. The Volunteers want to crank the tempo. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Ball spotted right at midfield as they try to convert 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Got his man. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the 1st down. They'll try to get it off quickly.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Snaps it in the shotgun. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a lot. We're only in the 2nd quarter, and this ain't going to change unless this offense can find a rhythm.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Underwood to throw. Right side, it's Morgan. First catch of his career, and you see why they believe this freshman tight end can contribute early.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Throws to the wideout. Incomplete. What a fight for that one in midair, but neither guy could come down with it.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football now.
Underwood from the gun on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They'd given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. Third down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? First play of this drive. He's going to run it. Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. The Volunteers will call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. That's just inexcusable. A delay of game penalty there, and now it is 2nd and a mile and a half. Looking downfield very late in the half. Unloads to the wideout. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
And the Vols will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Not a lot of room to field this one. Slips through the line. He's going to get loose. He's loose. Open field. Time has run out of the half, and he can sprint to the locker room where the orange slices will be a little bit sweeter. A punt return for a touchdown to end the half. They'll try to add another to their lead.